Hey, you guys, I'm Angela Hughes, the luxury travel entrepreneur, and I am here today to give you a 5-minute strategy on how to maintain your mental health while working in this insanity, crazy world, insane world that we're living in right now in the travel industry. I have noticed just a decline in so many people around the world with their mental health. And I feel like the industry is actually contributing to it in so many regards, especially being on hold for 4 to 6 hours sometimes, the massive changes, the chaos with all the cancellations. So I want to just give you like 7 tips right now, 5-minute strategy on how to be more mentally in shape working in the travel industry. The first thing is I want you to focus on not being mean. Right now in the world, I think people are just mean. They go to the keyboard and they just warrior it out. They type out whatever they feel like they need to. They write nasty emails. They write nasty text messages. They just really go after people. And I think tip number one is just being kind. I mean, kindness brings kindness into our lives. And so I want you guys to think about that. Don't be a keyboard warrior. Don't be mean. You can get your point across. You can be very real about it by being kind as well as being mean. And so choose kindness first. Okay, my second thing is get up and move. I know that now we're starting to work around the clock in the industry and we are fatigued. People are working literally like 16-hour days again, getting hardly any sleep. They wake up, check their phone, get right on it. I've been in that circle as well. And so I want you to think about just getting up and moving, taking a few breaks in the day. If you're on a phone call, if you're on hold, get out, get walking, get moving. I think you'll feel a boost in that energy and a boost in your mental health by doing so. Okay, the third thing I want to talk about is just taking a social media break for a minute. And here I am on social media telling you to take a social media break. But sometimes that little fast, a day or 2 or 3 to just get off of that is great. You don't need to know about every crisis that's going on. You don't need to know about every single thing that's happening. If you take a 24, 48, 36-hour break, I think you're going to feel really refreshed. I was doing that in Alaska just last week. Didn't have Wi-Fi a couple of days and it felt good just to kind of detox. And I mean, I even had a mental breakdown one day because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not connected. But guess what? Don't need to be connected. I survived, the world moved on, and it was nice to just be able to focus on the things that matter. And that's my next tip. Focus on what counts in your life. Focus on your family, focus on your kids, focus on your health, focus on being a better person. Guess what? Travel is going to keep going. The world's going to keep going, whether we go into a recession, COVID, a war, whatever. Sometimes it stops. We've seen with COVID, we all moved on. Let's make better choices now with what we have learned from the past. And then finally, stop comparing yourself. This is my other tip. I've got 2 more. Stop comparing yourself. Stop thinking you've got to be where somebody else is, making as much as they are, getting out what they're producing or selling, or their groups, or trying to keep up. Start where you are and just move forward and just make one step in a positive direction. You don't need to compare yourself to anybody else in the industry. You don't need to compare yourself to $1 million agent or to a $10,000 agent. Just make strides to be your best self. And then finally, focus on meditating. I'm a prayer. I like to meditate. Oftentimes when I need to think it out, I get out in my garden and think it out. So pull on that higher source. So there is my 5-minute strategy today on gaining some mental clarity in the travel industry. See you guys next time.